Hey, good morning, guys. How's it going?
Good morning.
All right, fantastic. Thanks so much for having me here. Really excited to be at this great event. It's interesting. Several different people hit me up about this over the last few months after I spoke in Mexico. Said, hey, are you coming to Michigan? Are you coming to Michigan? I didn't think it was going to align, but what was magical is that I went became an uncle last week. So that's me and my sister as little people. We grew up all over the U.S. That's in Indiana, where I was born in Indianapolis. Lived there until I was 7. When I was 17, I had 17 addresses. So our father was a businessman and ran cable systems. He was an executive on the cable television side. And so we moved all over the country, following him and having different adventures. So I was definitely used to being the new kid and to meeting new people because that was what we were doing. The magic happened last week where I became an uncle. So he's there. It says, Uncle Adam coming 2017. So I was able to come over to be there for the birth. Usually when you're overseas and your sister has a baby, you will struggle to be there for the birth, because as you guys know, baby can come whenever. But because we had a scheduled C-section, it was alignment. So this talk's going to be all about alignment and how to bring alignment into your life. Okay. Anyone know this building here? Anyone recognize this? Nobody? Okay, so this is called the Winter Garden, and this is next to the World Financial Center, okay, in Manhattan. So this is where I used to work after I finished school. Jump around here a bit. I'm going to start with where I was on September 11th, 2001, was in the building and at the back. So I started working at Merrill Lynch after I finished Rice University. I was there when the deep state, attacked America in 2001. It was a really interesting experience to be there when that happened. I was actually in the World Trade Center a couple hours before the bombs went off under the building. I actually walked under the building every day at that time. So we went downstairs. You guys who've seen The Wolf of Wall Street? How many people have seen that movie? Okay, cool. Yeah. You guys remember the scene? When they're on the boat, the guy just comes to the boat and tells them that. Okay. So that place where the water is, that's right next to this. Okay, so that's where the setting is. So we came downstairs, and after we were doing our lunch, or breakfast, excuse me, and to go get breakfast, and I just noticed commotion. So we just kind of felt like something's wrong. There was some smoke, we could see it. So we went outside. It was right after the first plane hit. Before the second plane hit, and we're just watching. And we talked about alignment, obviously the powers that shouldn't be use fear, to try to align us, right? Try to control us. We can use love to align deliberately. Getting back to this moment. So I just remember, that was before cell phones, before internet on cell phones, right? We couldn't look up to see what was going on. So it was just people trying to figure out, was it a plane or a bomb or what was it? And I just watched that there for about 15 minutes. Happened to go inside before the second plane hit, so I actually didn't see either of them, even though I was there, literally across the street. So you see the escalator there, I was at the top of that when the second plane hit. And it was the craziest moment of fear that you could ever experience in a group setting. People just came running into the building, complete terror, screaming, get out of here. And we were able to get away. I watched the towers fall over the decades, which was what I believe happened. From an apartment in Tribeca, saw them fall on TV and saw the debris go by the window. So it was really that close. So this is a quote from Joseph Stalin: "The easiest way to gain control of the population is to carry out acts of charity. The public will clamor for such laws if their personal security is threatened." Okay, so this is what we're starting with. This is how I see what we're dealing with. to take power back from the state, take power back into our own hearts, and to increase, the alignment of the things in our lives and in our own perspective. Here's just quickly to finish on 9/11. Here's how I see what really happened with this thing. The belief systems that were behind this, the neoconservative, Wahhabist, Zionists, why they do it. They saw an opportunity to enrich themselves at the expense of humanity. And here's the map, guys. Here's the algebra for these attacks, for this war on terror, this fakeness. Millions of people killed or maimed at a cost of trillions of dollars borrowed for the future, so thousands of war profiteers and crony Catholics will steal billions of dollars from themselves and their friends. Right? And that's what's happening. So, in addition to being there for the beginning of the war on terror and seeing that whole thing unfold right before my eyes, I was also on Wall Street for a long time. So I was a derivatives trader at Merrill Lynch and at Jefferies. This picture here was kind of the top of the market picture. The gentleman in the middle, Steve Mitchell, he's probably worth $100 million at that point. He's a hedge fund manager for SAC. You guys have heard of Steve Cohen and all the nefarious things that happen there. This is at National Golf League in the Hamptons in 2009, and we talk about alignment. I had been very successful, as a trader at that point, and I was part of the system. I was a statist. I didn't understand, the system design. When I look at this picture and I see, these folks and I see where I am now, it's a complete 180 in terms of the way I see things. And what I'm doing now is more sustainable. When I look at these fake markets, fake economy, fake interest rates, all these things that are happening, the goal now is, the way I see things, a lot of the systems right now we're talking about are going to collapse. There's going to be no way to reform them or improve them. We look at the healthcare system, we look at parts of the financial system. There's no mechanism anymore. The special interests are too powerful. It's simply going to go how it is until it collapses. So for all of us, we want to step away from those collapsing situations and make sure that we are increasing our self-sufficiency. All right. This is my voting history. Back in 2009, I didn't know what was going on. I was still a statist and Obama, and I thought he was the guy. By 2012, I started to figure out what's going on and voted for Gary Johnson. Met him at the Liberty Fest in New York, and that's actually Peter Coleman on his shirt. And you can see where I am now, 2016. So again, moving away from the statism process, but I was a big part of it, for a long time. Okay, so as I started to expand my mind and just learn about all these new concepts and new information post the collapse of Wall Street in 2011 in my life, I started to just really become very interested in as much information as I could get. So this is a natural law graph here from Mark Passio. Who knows about Mark Passio? Okay, lots of folks. So he's a natural law teacher that I followed. Quickly go through this chart, and it's really, really powerful. We start on the left side, and the generative polarity, which is what we use to create. So if we start from love, it all goes sequentially. You can't go from over here and go to the other side, right? So we start with love, which is consciousness. Okay, by the way, this is a 9-hour presentation. We explain this. I'm going to cover it quicker than that. Next we have knowledge. Okay, that's the initiating expression. Okay, so that's the acceptance of truth. From there we have sovereignty. When we know ourselves, when we know what's happening, when we understand the system design, we have internal learning. From that, the external expression in society is what we're building here, that external anarchy, the rulers. And from there comes order. On the statism side, which is fear, that's unconsciousness. It's an expression of unconscious fear. The opposite of love is not hate, it's fear. From fear, it goes to ignorance. which is a refusal of truth. That's your indoctrinated, statist, a person whose body is being driven by the powers that shouldn't be, not by their own source feelings. From there, we have confusion. So we have internal anarchy. There's no ruler inside. Right? That's the statist. That's the indoctrinated person. From there, that's what enables the matrix control, and from that, we get Okay, cool. All right, so I moved out of the country a year ago, and I had enough of the Northeast. I stayed in Connecticut about 6 years too long, trying to continue to do things in the way I was doing before. I had been so successful on Wall Street and made millions of dollars, and when that opportunity evaporated and the robots, algorithms, and computers came to take over what I was doing, I just resisted the change, and I stayed in that environment. Still working on Wall Street, but for way less money and I'm happy. And when we talk about alignment, sometimes we have to take new choices to create some new things. So I moved to the Netherlands last year. I didn't really know many people there. I've been all over the country. I've been in 34 countries, total traveling, and I've lived in 4. So making a drastic change was okay, and it's worked out amazing. I've loved the country, totally increased my happiness, and joined the #1 football team in Netherlands. That's actually me in the corner. The last time I was here in Michigan was when I played against Tom Brady in 1999. So I was Rice at Michigan and played with the greatest of all time. I guess you guys like that here probably. And here, 18 years later, came out of retirement to be a part of the team. Just the bottom corner, just this couple days ago with, I don't know if you guys know this guy, Amir Zenigan. He's a libertarian from LA, and he did some calisthenics training. So, one of the things that's been always important for me in my life is just staying physically active, staying physically strong. Definitely increases your ability to align with other people when you're in good shape in your body. Okay, cool.
Sorry.
Oh, no problem. Cool. Oh, sorry, you're gonna do it now.
I thought you lost that, thanks.
Okay, no problem. So, actually, can you go back on? So I do 2 things now to serve people. I'm a combat coach and I'm an avatar master. So the coaching and advice that I do is over the phone. Actually, the tagline is my partner and I, we help liberty-minded people get drastically unstuck and flowing into better shape and spirit. So it's all about getting unstuck, getting back into positive habits, getting in shape, dealing with depression issues or anxiety in a different way than you were doing before. So that's been going awesome. We've got a bunch of clients all over most of the U.S. clients, probably 80% of people I met in Anarchapulco that do business. So it's been going awesome. Okay, after that, the other thing I do is Avatar course. So Avatar course is amazing, and Dr. Mary back there, say hi. She's actually an Avatar wizard as well, which is amazing that she did the course a long time ago, in the very beginning, and I'm still actively delivering. So Avatar course is like it's a fantastic solution for how do you actually raise consciousness. Anyone know Mike Krieger from Liberty Goods Creek? Mike Krieger? No. He's an awesome writer, and he had a great piece the other day about the financial markets and what's happening and the update. And you know what he said at the end? This is a Zero Hedge article. He said, "This is just not going to change. What we need to do is raise consciousness." So even financial, blog people are starting to say we need to raise consciousness, and that's how we're going to solve this. We're not going to defeat the deep state and take over the government and do this and that. With the control system getting stronger and stronger, we need to build more voluntaries. We need to build more source beings from the bottom up. Okay, and these things can shift. So this is a cool quote here from the app. Now, this is a question for the group. Who knows the 3 questions an animal can answer? Who knows one of them?
The animal can answer?
3 questions an animal can answer. Non-human.
Are you hungry?
Can I eat it is number 1. Thank you. Don't be shy. Can I eat it? What else can an animal answer?
Can I mate with it?
Can I mate with it is number 3.
Will it hurt me?
Can it eat me is number 2. Perfect. See? Really improved. Good job, guys. So that's animal consciousness, okay? Those are the only 3 questions an animal can answer. If the animal can't answer one of those questions, it just waits for the next stimulus. Right? That's how animal consciousness works. Here's an example of an animal consciousness beer commercial. It won't hurt you. So it tastes good. It won't hurt you, and it makes you look sexy. Right? So, the powers that shouldn't be understand that a lot of people operate at this level. According to my teacher on the topic, 50% of humans operate at the level of animal consciousness primarily. The next level of consciousness is intellectual consciousness. So intellectual consciousness is ego, competition, rationalization, thought, and all the debate and ego mind that we're in. That's about 40-45% of people operate that level most of the time. That's all the left-right division, all the stuff that we have. And the top level is spiritual consciousness. Okay, that's 5 to 10% of people right now. That's empathy, compassion, benevolence, personal responsibility, and service to others. So the quote is, order is established in animal consciousness by dominance. Order is established in intellectual consciousness by argument or debate. Order is established in spiritual consciousness by respect. And this quote really fits right in with everything that I was saying about the Netherlands. So just being there for this last year, the Netherlands is the highest consciousness, first world, heterogeneous society. Okay? There's a couple different labels there, but I've been in Iceland, I've been in Japan, those places are arguably nicer, but that's a monoculture. That's 97% of people say, like when everyone's together. So in the Netherlands, they have an amazing culture and history because of their colonial past, and they have people from different places. But really, it's respect. It's the biggest cultural indoctrination in the Netherlands is respect for other people. So it's no surprise that it feels the highest vibe because that's what's important. So this is an important point about it. It's not because the government is better in the Netherlands than other European countries. It's the consciousness level that is better. That's what makes it more. Okay, so the mission of Avatar in the world is to catalyze the integration of belief systems. When we perceive that the only difference between us is our beliefs, and that beliefs can be created or discreated with ease, the right and wrong game will wind down, a co-create game will unfold, and world peace will ensue. So it's a really expansive mission to create world peace, and it's a course that teaches people to live deliberately. Okay, so that's the field from last year. I had a student at the July International course. I'll be headed there next week, or in a few days, visiting my grandparents in DC. So, the only other event that was as good as Acapulco is Avatar course. They're totally different. Acapulco is completely amazing. Avatar course is really amazing in a different way. What I noticed about Acapulco is that most of the people there were awakened either in blockchain or economics or philosophy or one of the different things that are there. Spiritual awakening, not everybody. Here in Avatar course, you have all the spiritual awakening for everyone, but you don't. It's not a sales environment. It's completely different. It's just complete focus and care for everyone's here. It's really a sacred space. So this is one of my students who used the tools to change her life. Her name is Michelle. She was a lawyer for a long time, very successful career as a lawyer, and was just stuck. Was burned out and was traveling and not sure what she wanted to do next. So she came to the course, ended up taking all of the courses within the Wizard Life, myself and Mary, and now has a successful business conglomerate doing what she does. Okay, Great quote here that I like. The best way to remove suffering from your own life is to act with the intention to remove suffering from other sentient creatures. That's my master on the left. I met her in 2012, so I've been working with this Sangha for 5 years. I think one of the really important things that we need to do to advance these themes and move our philosophy into the world is to be with more good organizations that we like. And unaligned people don't do well in organizations. People who have a lot of internal problems and have a lot of issues connected with other people don't do well in organizations. And voluntary associations and organizations that are doing good things in the world, it makes sense to work on. Okay, so we've got a group exercise. You guys up for an exercise together? Yeah, cool, great. So this is the compassion exercise. So we're gonna do this together. Okay. So the objective is to increase the amount of compassion in the world. All right, instructions. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is, so you're gonna actually choose someone. You can use someone that's in the room or someone that's in your mind. We can look at them. And the most important thing is to focus on the results of running the exercise versus the results of having the exercise run you. Okay? All right. So this exercise can be done anywhere that people congregate. Airports, malls, parks, beaches, etc. It should be done with strangers, unobtrusively, from some distance. Try to do all 5 steps on the same person. Expected results are a personal sense of peace. And at the bottom, variations may be done by couples and family members to increase understanding of each other. It may be done on old enemies and antagonists still present in your memories. It may be done on other life forms. So you can choose whomever you like. You guys ready, source beings? Everyone has chosen someone? Yes? Okay. All right, so this is a nonverbal exercise. You can do it eyes closed. Okay, step 1. With attention on the person, repeat to yourself, just like me, this person is seeking some happiness for his or her life. Step 2. With attention on the person, repeat to yourself, just like me, this person is trying to avoid suffering in his or her life. Step 3. With attention on the person, repeat to yourself, just like me, this person has known sadness, loneliness, and despair. Step 4. With attention on the person, repeat to yourself, just like me, this person is seeking to fulfill his or her needs. Finally, step 5. With attention on the person, repeat to yourself, just like me, this person is learning about life. Awesome, guys. Appreciate your time. Thank you for letting me kick off this amazing event. I'll be here all day today and tomorrow to answer any questions about coaching and the type of results and testimonials I have for people for plan to see for Avatar course. You want to learn more. There's a free info hour tomorrow at 4:30. So I'll be leading that. Where will that be, Joe?
That is going to be right
We'll be here. So here tomorrow at 4:30, just before the Bitcoin panel at 5:30. If you're interested, then we'll go through some awesome information to check it out. So there's all my contact info there. Thank you for your time and attention. And have any questions?